The 4-2-2 is becoming one of the most popular formations. They're coming to the end of FIFA 20. I'm going to show you how to win more games using the 4-2-2, especially in FUT Champions, and that's coming next on the FUT School. How you doing, my friends, and welcome back to another episode in the FUT School. I'm going to show you a very special video, and it's a very eventful video that came out of this weekend league, and it gave birth to this video, which is about the 4-2-2. So at the end of this video, I'm actually going to show you the custom tactics that helped me come back in this game. I'm not going to give away all of the events of this game. Probably this is the most eventful game of the weekend, and I'm going to show you my highs, my lows, what I was thinking, the mistakes I made, how I improved, and everything to do with this video. Again, it's going to be another video where I'm not gonna break it down or anything like that in terms of annotations, but I am going to talk you through the live com. So if I look in this direction a few times, then it's mainly because of the fact that I'm watching the game as we speak. So if you do like these type of videos, guys, don't forget to drop a like on this video, and as well subscribe. Put the bell on so you know exactly when this video does go live, and as well let me know what you think of the 4-2-2 in the comment section down below. I do live stream on Twitch as well, guys, so if you want to come see these games live and in your face, the link to my Twitch is down below in the description. So the 4-2-2, I did not go into this formation beginning of the game, right? So I'm currently 2-0 in the weekend league. This game was on Saturday. I didn't at this time. I was struggling to complete some of my games. I was having a great time the weekend. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So the mistake I made in this game, and I'm not going to give away the result. I'm not going to give away the events of the game, as I said. But I'm going to tell you the mistake I made very early in this game. I wasn't concentrating. So you're probably not going to hear it. For those who are watching this video, who have come over from Twitch and watching this video, I was actually talking, having a lot of fun on my live stream, which I tend to do. Okay, and I was talking to the chat, and one of my mods was talking about my TikTok. I am on TikTok as well, guys. So was talking about one of my TikTok videos, which has gone a bit viral. It's got like over 200,000 views. So anyways, but I was just talking about that, laughing and joking. Wasn't really focused in on the game. Didn't tighten up my defense, because one of the golden rules of FUT Champions is to try your best not to concede the first goal. All right, in FUT Champions, no matter what record you're in, do not concede the first goal. Well, you're about to see a lot of goals being conceded by your boy Don. And you think to yourself, well Don, how can this be a video about how you can win more using the 4-2-2 when you're about to concede so many goals? I wasn't concentrating. I was not concentrating. I wasn't paying attention to the game. I'm covering my face at the moment, because obviously I've taken this footage from my live stream. And but what I was doing, I was talking a lot, laughing and joking, which is fine if you can do that as a streamer. But for me, I need to pretty much, as I like to say, lock in. So the lack of concentration definitely let me down. And now I'm ice skating uphill. I'm rushing my games, because in FUT Champions you can get a kind of feel of what type of opponent you're playing. All right, I had a good opponent. He or she knew what they were doing in terms of cutbacks, in terms of when to play the pass, things like that. But as you guys can see in FIFA, especially FUT Champions, when you're not playing well, things definitely go against you, and this was one of them. All right, Mahrez outjumps my goalkeeper. This is prime Van Dijk. I've told Van Dijk to come for crosses. He is very, very good at saving, but for some reason he couldn't beat Mahrez in the air. Now I'm 2-0 down. Things can't get any worse, can it? Your first 10 games, especially if you're an Elite 3 player, your first 10 games, you don't really go down 2-0 when you're only 2-0. Well, it gets worse, okay? It gets a lot worse than this. And as I said, the 4-4-2 was birthed from this. Well, the custom tactics I'm going to show you in this video to help you win. I was going to title this video, How to Win When You Are Losing, all right? But I want to share these custom tactics with you in regards to how to win more games using the 4-2-2. And when I tell you the 4-2-2 helped me get back in this game, you have no idea how happy I was. And I thank my mod Kieran was in the chat. And when I was having a really bad time, he helped me out and told me pretty much what to do in terms of the custom tactics. Now, I took some of his advice in terms of the defensive style, but I've kept a few things to myself. So I'm in the 4-2-3-1, and here comes my second mistake. I didn't change formations earlier on. It took me a while to change formation. All right, so now I'm 3-0 down. It's the first half. Now, usually at these times, people rage quit. It's 3-0, this and the other. I know I can come back in the game, so this is what I did. Pressure after possession loss, went up to 8 depth, long ball. I kept everything else the same, all right, because I know I can break this guy down, but I had to get at him, all right? I needed more players. I need to commit more players forwards, all right? So what I'm going to do at the end of this video, I'm going to actually show you the custom tactics that I made, because this happened very, very quickly. So if you want to pause this video anytime, you can. But so I went pressure after possession loss, 8 depth, switch to long ball, everything else stayed the same. In terms of player instructions, my 2 strikers, stay central, get behind, and stay forward, and as well as my CDMs. This was the key thing here. My CDMs, I told Alan to stay back. One of my CDMs, Alan, to stay back, and Vidal to get forward. All right, so Vidal's going to act as a bit of a cam in the 4-2-2. So it kind of merges into like a 2-3-1-4, if that makes sense. All right, remember, if you guys have seen my videos, I like to mix other formations into one formation. So anyway, Vidal moved into a bit of a cam role so I can commit more players forward. All right, so I'm 3-0 down, 30 minutes on the clock. I need a goal. All right, so I'm trying to hold the ball up. I am sacrificing a lot of my defensive stability because I'm 3-0 down. As far in some ways, as far as I'm concerned, I won't go as far as saying the game's done, but you've got to commit more players forward. All right. So at this point in time, now I'm concentrating, all right? I'm not laughing, I'm not joking, it's not fun. Well, it is fun, but we're not enjoying ourselves having a bit of a kick around now. We're 3-0 down. And we need to get back in the game. So at this point in time, with the 4-2-2, the idea with the 4-2-2 is to try and work the triangles. The same with the 4-2-3-1. You've got to try and work triangles, all right? When the CDM has the ball, pass to your cams, use your striker, play back to your CDM or your cams if you can't play forward. Just play triangle passes, all right? So I'm winning the ball. It took me 30 minutes in game time, to start winning my tackles, all right? 30 minutes. That is bad. So I go 1-0 up. I bring back a goal. I've scored my first goal within 30 minutes, and now it's 3-1. So far the tactics are working. All right. Now something bad is about to happen again. All right. You're going to see it as it unravels before your very eyes. But one thing I'm going to give you advice for, guys and girls, is to not get angry and to not panic. One thing I did that I was not doing, I wasn't panicking. All right, I didn't get angry. I wasn't slamming things. I really pushed this mentality when it comes to playing FUT Champions. All right, is that when the game is going against you, yes, something stupid happened with my goalkeeper. I'm 3-0 down. I'm 3-1. I am not panicking. Right, like I said in my other videos, in terms of how to mentally improve in FIFA, the more you complain, the less you are doing to try and get a goal back. All right, if you're complaining, you're thinking more about complaining than actually trying how to break your opponent down. I brought it back to 3-2. So Neymar and Messi have helped me out in terms of trying to get us back in the game. But he ends up scoring another goal. All right, here I'm incredibly disappointed because it's a kickoff. All right, I tried to my best. It's Mahrez. Mahrez got a wicked left foot, but again it's kickoff, and that was again another setback. But is it time for me to get upset? Is it time for me to start getting frustrated? No, it's not. And in this video, I'm going to be talking a lot about mentality, because for me, I know I'm better than this guy. I know I can break him down because I'm getting past his defense so many times, and I know now at this point in FUT Champions, it is all mental. All right, it is all mental. It's not down to I've made my tactics. I've got my tactics right because I've broken him down. It is now a mental thing. You got to think about what players to bring on, how you're going to break down. Can you remember how you broke your opponent down? Is your opponent moving a goalkeeper? These are the things now you need to remember. Okay, so now I've taken off Messi. I've brought Simon on because he's got that 5-star weak foot, and I brought Gnabry on for Alex. I can't pronounce his name. Ataxia, or whatever his name is. All right, so I've brought some more pace onto the pitch. All right, I brought a 5-star weak foot player onto the pitch, great agility and great pace, and Gnabry as well. All right, so I need more attackers, and I brought Mane on at the same time. So I'm really going for it now. All right, so I'm trying to keep the ball. So here at this moment in time, I just need to continue as I'm pressing. I continue as I'm going, all right? I'm doing nothing wrong. Again, I win another tackle. I'm doing nothing wrong here. The only thing I've done wrong is how I started the game. All right, 4-4-2 does allow me, as you guys can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players going forward. SCN is helping out. My back four staying. So I lose the ball here with SCN. Once I've lost the ball here, now I'm just cutting the pass. I'm not pressing. I'm just staying in. I'm trying to keep the shape of my back four, and I win the ball. Key thing here when you play this formation, when you lose the ball in the other opponent's half and your opponent starts to counter-attack you, try and keep the shape of the back four. All right, try and keep the shape. Don't start moving players out of position. Try and keep the shape of the back four, because you can still get back in the game. It is now 4-3. He's still winning. I've scored 3 goals against him now. Okay, even though he scored 4 against me, as if I could just tighten up my defense. All right, cut the passing lanes, don't dive in, anticipate. One thing I realized he was doing, okay, and there's another thing where it becomes all mental. Can you remember what your opponent's doing? My opponent loves to drag back. He likes to look one way and drag back another. I fell for it very early in the game, and I was still falling for it, but I was kind of waiting for the drag back to happen again. All right, so if I can figure out, if I can stop the drag backs and cut them out, then I can counter attack him and I can break him down. All right, so even though you've got your tactics on point, at the same time, you need to remember how your opponent is attacking. So here again, I'm using my CDMs to defend. I'm using my CDMs to defend. SCM wins the ball. Play it back to my centre back to cover how, using the wing. Mane wins the ball, and I'm attacking again. All right. So if you can, 2 things when you're defending in this custom tactic. Okay. 1, keep the balance of your back four. Don't push them out. Don't bring them out so quickly. And second of all, if you can, use your CDMs to help out your defense in terms of dragging backs your CDM to help out your back four. All right, so again, I've beaten him at his near post on a few occasions. I'm still going for the near post. SCN now has won the ball. My players in the box have not gone up. Okay, my players in the box have not gone up because of for that moment right there where SCN won the ball. I don't want SCN in the box, because if I do lose the ball, your CDM can actually win the ball back and then play a pass into the box. And here again, I've just gone and scored. So now it's 4-4. I've gone from 3-0 down to making it 3-2, to be 4-2 down. Now I'm 4-4. What has changed? 1, I'm putting more pressure on my opponent in terms of attacking. 2, I'm thinking about how he or she is defending. All right, if I can, how they're attacking. If I can figure that out, then I can stop the attack, tighten up my defense, and get back in the game. Think about what you have to do when you are losing. All right, don't get angry. Think about what you have to do when you are losing. All right, you've got your tactics on point now because you've scored. Now it becomes a mental thing. Can you mentally cope with what's going on? Again, my CDM, Vidal was in a great position. I'm thinking about what I'm doing. I'm not sprinting with Mane. I'm not trying to over sprint. I'm just thinking, playing balls in behind. I make a wrong pass here. I'm dragging back Vidal to try and win the ball back. Here, I drag my fullback out of position, but I'm trying to hold him. I'm holding him in his own half, but again, I lose out. Here, what I'm going to do with SCN is try and keep him down the line. Again, he makes another drag back. He wants to play down the middle. I'm working out he wants to play down the middle, all right? So I'm going to try and keep Vidal in the middle of the pitch. Again, I've pulled him out of position, but I'm going to try and govern and try and defend where the D is, all right? Because that's where I know he wants to play. So he makes a nice little pass here, a nice little shot, get quite lucky because he gets hit off the crossbar. And I actually get away with that one. But I know that he doesn't want to go down the side of my area. So when he runs down the wing, he'll stop, cut back, play a ball into the middle. As long as I protect that area to the best of my ability, because you never know in FIFA. I mean, you can only defend so much. You know, you got to hope the game kind of rewards you for being a good defender. But that's the best I can do, and somehow it worked. All right, so here I've got the ball here, so now he knows how I want to defend. He's governing in the middle of the pitch as well, and we're both trying to break each other down. Now, at this point of the game, at this point in FIFA, when you've managed to claw back a result, when you're 3-0, 2-0 down, your opponent now, I guarantee this, your opponent is upset. Regardless if they're the best player in the world, regardless if they're the worst player in the world, your opponent is upset. The best thing that you can do when you are in the 4-4-2 and you want to win this game after being 3-0 down, when you get the ball back, be very patient. Be very, very patient. When you get the ball back, just try and keep the ball in the midfield and wait for an opportunity to break them down. Wait for an opportunity to break. And more than likely, your opponent's going to do one of two things. Stay as they are, as my opponent is doing now, or your opponent will start team pressing because they're upset that, you know, oh my gosh, I was 3-0 up and now my opponent looks like they're going to get back in the game. If they start using team press, more than likely you're going to lose the ball. But when you do get the ball, try and play triangle passes, tick-tackle passes quite quickly, because if they're going to press as soon as they lose the ball, then you've got to try and play fast and play down the wing at the same time. All right, so I'm taking a pause, all right, just to try and see where my team is at. All right, I take a strategic pause. Made no changes, but I think did I make a change? I don't think I did. Yes, that was it. Okay. So, no, yeah, that's it. Okay. So, again, I mentioned in my other videos that you've got to learn to make custom tactics in-game. All right? You've got to learn to make custom tactics in-game. And as well, how to socially improve in FIFA. Again, one of my other videos that I did, how to socially improve in FIFA. And one of the key things I mentioned was having friends. Tell your friends what's going on. Tell your friends how you can improve, all right? This was terrible from SCN. I really wanted SCN to hit it on his right foot, but our dangle was gone. I had my mod Kieran and Butcher, but specifically on this occasion, Kieran was in the chat, watching the game. Everyone was giving me advice, all right? But for some reason, I managed to catch what Kieran was saying to me, because everyone was telling me what to do, this and the other. But I glimpsed at Kieran, and what he mentioned was taking off the long ball and balance. No, sorry, he told me to take off players. He told me to bring the depth down and take off defensive style and make it balanced. And the reason for this is this. We're about to go into extra time. All right, I'm back in the game. I need to keep the shape of my defense and of my attack. Pressure after possession loss drains the stamina. It does. And if this game is going to go for 120 minutes, trust me when I tell you, you're going to need your players to be tired, because not to be tired, because when they are, they can't make runs. The passes won't be as strong. You know, they won't be as effective as their stats make them out to be. So decide to take off pressure after possession loss and go back into balance. Okay, so it was defensive style, balanced. The width, I'm assuming, was from the top of my head. I'm going to show you at the end of this video. It was 5 width, 4 depth. Balance in terms of attacking style, and everything else in terms of attacking width and players in the box still remained the same. Okay, I think it was 5-4, but I'm going to check it out and I'll tell you guys what it is at the end of this video. Okay, so I've brought it back now, so now everything is balanced. I'm not pressing now. I'm not pushing as hard anymore, because I'm back in the game now. So now I need to just settle down and think about what I've got to do. I've gone into a bit of emergency defending, which is obviously pressure after possession loss, bringing the depth up. I'm now back in the game. But I've assessed the situation that this game is going to probably go into 120 minutes. Now I was thinking about, should I go into my 4-4-1-1 formation, which is the drop back, or should I stay as I am? Now with the drop back, when you play drop back in a game like this, it invites pressure. Okay, so just bear that in mind, that when you do, if you are get back in a game and you think, oh my gosh, I'm back in it now, let me just get more defensive stability. What that means is that, yes, you have more players behind the ball, but at the same time, you're inviting your opponent to keep the ball a lot more. Now, the best thing that you could do in this occasion, the best defense is a strong offense. All right, and you got to try and keep the ball for as long as you can, because now he's panicking. You need to keep the ball and keep your composure, because the longer you have the ball, the less likely he's going to score and the more likely you will score. All right, so here again, everything's still the same. I'm just moving the ball around, or trying to move the ball around to the best of my ability. I think he's in the 4-2-3-1, I think, because I'm looking at his striker. So here I won the ball back. Now onto the drag. I use the drag back against him. Now it's 5-4. Is the game done? Not for a long shot. This game is far from over. My opponent is very, very good. All right, and my opponent is very, very good at staying in the game. All right, again, it comes down to mentality. All right, it really comes down to mentality. I did not have a good weekend this weekend, if I'm really honest with you. And come check me out on Twitch. I'll tell you all about it when I go live this Thursday. All right, but on this occasion, it was a Saturday afternoon. I was having a really good day. I had good sleep, had to eat, enough to eat. My friends were all in the chat. I was having a great time. So I was able to try and stay in the game, but I did not have a good weekend league this weekend. All right. So it's 5-4. Again, I'm not going to go into my drop back. Most people will be like, right, now going to drop back, park the bus. I've got a sound effect on my stream where everyone's now park the bus, park the bus, park the bus. I am not going to park the bus, because again, I do not want to invite pressure onto my opponent, because I know my opponent can break down my defense. All right. However, at the same time, it's something where it's too early to do a park the bus formation when there's still plenty of time to go. So here he's doing very well. I'm trying to anticipate where he's going to go. I win the ball here, but he hadn't managed to get that back, and it happened quite a lot of times this weekend where I won the ball and it went straight back to my opponent. I don't know why. I got quite frustrated. This was an incredibly good goal. Like I said, Mahrez has a wicked left foot. Now I was in this moment here. It's coming up to half time of extra time, and I was mentally prepared for penalties. All right, penalties, if you're watching this video, remember these words. Penalties is all down to lottery. All right, in football, in FIFA, it's all down to lottery. There are tactics, there are ways in which you can do your absolute best to try and win penalties. All right, but at the same time, it all comes down to a lottery. Here I've done very, very well. Again, emergency defending, brought Van der Sar out. Van der Sar is very, very good in those situations. But yeah, try my best to try and stay in the game for as long as I can. I think he's in the 4, yeah. So he's in the 4-2. He's in the 4-2-3-1. So in some ways, he's kind of bossing the midfield, but he's not using the cams to the best of his ability. But at the same time, it is still 5-5, regardless of how they're playing. All right. So again, now he's made substitutions. He's brought on Jamie Vardy, and and he's brought on Adama as well. So I know that he wants to attack down the wings and try and get the ball very, very quickly, which is a great move for my opponent, because my team is getting very tired and they're absolutely knackered trying to get back in the game. So the best thing you can do when you're defending in a formation like this is just try and jockey and try and show them down the line, and don't overcommit when you're defending, and don't overplay when you're attacking. When I say overplay, as in always going for the extra pass. All right, try to be more clinical in the final third. All right, try to be more potent as well. Try and get a ball in the box. Trying to get the ball in the box, and when if you're facing the goal, get your shot away. My goal, and I'm going to say now, my winning goal was probably my favorite goal of the weekend, which is why I've done this video, and you're about to see it go down right here, right now. So again, it looks like, honestly, this game could have gone either way. All right, he was doing very, very well. I was doing very, very well. It's one of those games where if he won, it's a GG's. All right. If I won, I think because the fact that I won this game, I think he'll be more disappointed being that he was 3-0 up against me. 3-0 up in FUT Champions usually is a bit of a GG's, but he came up against an opponent who's not going to give up, and that's your boy Don. So we're coming up now to we're coming to full time, and it looks like we're going to go to penalties. So again, I brought on Mane. I know Mane is quite fresh. I do a little fake shot into the box, nice little lofted pass, and then Neymar comes in and does a nice little back heel into the back of the net, and it's 6-5. That goal, I was trying to go for the objective of winning the Bob Marley kit, and you need to score a volley. Now, obviously, I said to the chat that you need to, if I don't score a volley in this game, I'm going to play someone else in the chat, and Neymar scores a volley. All right, so I went into the 4-1-1 because the 4-4-1-1 because I was ready to go penalties. All right, and I really didn't want to concede. It looked like he had 2 really clear opportunities to score. I made the decision now that I'm going to go in penalties and beat him on pens. I get the goal. Now I decide to park the bus. I went into my fight. I've got loads of custom tactics, but this is a custom tactic. Again, it's another piece of advice I will give you. If you've got loads of custom tactics, 4 that you like to play in game, try and have one that you can remember off by heart. Is it the 5-2-2-1? 5-2-2-1 is a formation that I use when I want to see out games. I've memorized it. It's very easy to remember. It's pretty much 5-2-2-1, 5-2-2-1, and everyone come back on defense, drop back, 5 width, or both on attacking and defending, and 1 depth on the players in the box and width, and just really park the bus. 5 players in the box. He has to really do his best to break me down. So 5 defenders. He has to do his utmost to break me down, and pretty much a bank of 4 across the middle of the pitch and 1 person up top. All right, it's a very, 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 very good formation to go into that can help you see out those games. So 5-2-2-2. And pretty much everyone's it. It's a very good formation, helps you see out the game. I'm actually going to add that. I'm going to show you that in the custom tactics at the end of this video. So I'm going to show you the 4-2-2-2 and the 5-2-2-1. So we're going to see out this game, and I'm going to win this game 6-5. Here we had a great opportunity to score. And then Lodi, who done absolutely fantastic. Thank you to my chat who told me to get Lodi. He done really fantastic for me. Not the best left back, but he did well for me this weekend. And there you have it. I won the game 6-5 after being 3-0 down. I won the game 6-5 in extra time. And arguably I deserve to lose, but hey, it's not over till it's over. So I'm going to show you the custom tactic that I actually went into during the game. All right, so pressure after possession loss, 5 width. The depth went to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so the depth went up to 8. All right. Defensive style, long ball. Width was 5, and players in the box went to 4 because, as I said before, I wanted my 2 CDMs that if I do lose the ball, if I do lose the ball, I want my CDMs just to be on the outside the box to recycle the play. Corners and free kicks stay at 1. I didn't really touch anything on this side, but just went to long ball. Depth went to 8. 5 width, pressure after possession, loss. Okay. Player instructions. My strikers stay forward. Neymar and Messi stay central. Get in behind. Stay forward. Told my cams get in the box for the cross. Get in the box for the cross. This is the most important one. I told my most defensive just for this argument. We'll make it SCM. I made my most defensive CDM stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes, cover center. And my most attacking CDM, which in the video it was actually Vidal, I told him to get forward. So cut passing lanes, cover center, but attacking support, join the attack to make runs in behind the strikers, which he did a lot. All right, and as well, I told my fullbacks just to stay back. I didn't want anybody else. A reason why I told them to stay back, because I wanted to see if my 5 players can attack. Obviously, SCN staying back. My 5 players to attack. If I was struggling to break my opponent down, if my opponent I know that was playing through the middle, like if they were in a 4-2-2-2, sorry, in a 4-2-1-2, 4-1-2-1-2, and not using the wing to attack, then I would have told my fullbacks to help out. To join the attack by triggering that using the D-pad. But for now, because I worked out my opponent was using the wing, I kept my fullbacks just you know, to stay back while attacking, just to make sure I've got my defensive cover. And I talked about keeping the shape and not diving in for your tackles as well. All right. So after I made it 4-4, I went back to balance. So the depth came down to 4, offensive style came down to balance, and everything went back to normal where I used my opponent. The player instructions stayed the same, but obviously just to conserve the stamina, I kept it as I went back to balance. Now the formation I used to see out the game is the 5-2-2-1. All right, drop back, 5 width, 1 depth. Possession, because I don't want people moving I don't want to make him any runs in behind, because I want to control that. Okay? I just want you to stay in your position, and I'll tell you when to make a run. The width I went to 5. I would say just to try and make sure that you've got more passing options. You can bring the width up a little bit more, but just if you're not too confident moving the ball when you want to see out the game, then try and keep it as balanced. All right, it's not too narrow, not too wide. If you want to be more, if you want to try and have more, because especially if your opponent is using team press or constant pressure, if you want to be able to move the ball and give yourself a bit more space, and obviously bring the width up, but I would say just for now keep it as 5. Players in the box is 1, and corners and free kicks is 1 as well. And instructions is pretty much is this: come back on defense on everybody. All right, come back on defense on everyone, even your CDMs. Stay back while attacking, cover center. Stay back while attacking, cover center, and your fullbacks stay back while attacking as well. So keep everything on defensive, and that's what I did to see out the game. So there you have it, boys and girls. That was just a game from the weekend league, how to win more games with the 4-4-1-1. All right, so I've given you kind of 3 custom tactics for the 3 custom tactics, 2 with the 4-2-2-2 when you want to get back into a game, and you know, when you just want to stay in the game as well, and as well the ultra defensive tactic, which I've been using throughout pretty much the majority of FIFA 20. Is a very, very good custom tactic when you want to see out the game with 5-2-2-1, and I hope it serves you very, very well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for today. Hope you do like this video. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, put the bell on so you know exactly when this video does go live, and then you could check it's Don TV on all my socials, especially on Twitch. Come check me out on Twitch. The link to my Twitch is down below. I hope to see you all, and let me know how you're getting on in the weekend league, and I'll see you at the next video. Peace.